Welcome to my web presentation, Kabu, a vocabulary app. Let's get started. The design process started out with a competitive analysis, looking at 3 different apps that are currently at an app store. Considering the feature I liked and I didn't like that I did not want to include in my app, I conducted 3 user interviews who used study app or have recently need of a study app. The next step was creating a low prototype with pen and paper. The transition with a medium prototype that I created through Marvel. The medium prototype was used with 3 users that I used for the testing. Based on my user research, I created my persona. Meet Amber. She's 26 years old, single, who lives in New York. She works for an international software company as a business. She travels a lot for work. She works long hours. She's a tech savvy and up to date in her industry. In her own free time, she likes to research, study, dance, and is very sociable. Some of her goals and motivation is she needs to communicate fluently on professional level with her clients. She needs to be on track as the industry she's working on is rapidly and constantly changing. This is what she has to say. I want to prove I do not need a subtitle. When I'm traveling, it's frustrating and time-consuming when I have to look up simple words. I feel that I have good pronunciation and a strong vocabulary will help me connect with my clients. So what seems to be the problem? When she is with a client, she cannot figure out the best vocab or correct pronunciation to use in a particular situation. As a busy person, she wants a straightforward, concise task to spend more time on networking or hobbies. As a visual learner, she wants to tailor her learning style so that she can retain her memory longer. Amber needs a tool to help her retain her memory and not get sidetracked in the study. She wants to communicate fluently with appropriate colloquial expressions. Based on the user research, I created the initial prototype. This is a splash screen. This is the onboarding process where the user can select their language, they can check their level or start from scratch. In this case, they can check their level and go through a test. They can sign up with the email, Google or Facebook, enter the information, and go to their home page. This is the part for improving pronunciation. This is the home screen where they can improve their pronunciation through a native speaker, speaking with native. And this is they can set up a study plan. Usability testing was conducted with my 3 users that I interviewed beforehand. Their task was to start using the app without complete onboarding process, converse with a native speaker, and record themselves for correct pronunciation and set a study reminder. Some of the user pain points. For the task 1, the onboarding process was simple, but some of the users, 2 of my users, did not want to take a test before signing up. The second task was to navigate to converse with native, and the user suggested that it would be a good idea to have a microphone when conversing with the native, as sometimes it's easier for them to speak rather than write. The third task was difficult. They could not navigate to the correct page and was not intuitive. The fourth task was setting up a reminder which was easy to navigate and set up. Based on my user feedback, I improved the prototype. I renamed it from top to community, where they can go into the community page and find a buddy and they can use the microphone or keyboard. On the record page, it made sense to have a record page on the home page rather than on the community page. So it has its own little home button and they can save the recording or they can record by while pressing and hold to record. The next step is to conduct an open door user testing. For task 1, 2 of my users said that they do not like test before signing up. I would like to conduct the open door user testing to see languages and focus on making the app aesthetically simple and clean. So, what did I learn throughout this process? Iteration is better than perfection, the importance of UX process, and the importance of primary persona. Keep things simple and consistent. Motivation of a primary persona is important to have for your wireframing and prototype. Focus on the navigation to make it easier for the user, and encourage or implement options users are familiar with in order not to overcomplicate and keep the app intuitive. And so also understood how usability testing is when making design decisions and never make on a personal assumption. Thank you.